Everyone. Happy Sunday. We made it through another week of 2021, aka the 2020 runoff. Um, it's been a pretty good week for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. For some reason, I felt like this charge within myself to now all the things that I was holding back on, which I spoke about in a couple shows ago, actually, the show that was at the start of the new year, just feeling like I haven't really pushed myself to my fullest potential. And I'm starting to get certain things off of the ground. So, like, I'm really excited about that. I'll definitely share about that more to come as the year progresses, because, right now we're in the planning stages. And, when it comes to building, you want to keep your things a little hush hush until they're ready to go. We have a great show planned for you today. We're going to have a sports correspondent out of Durham College, Rashawn Rosemay, talking about some great things happening in the NBA as well as the NFL playoffs, which have been absolutely crazy so far. I'm going to get into some products. It's actually a tea that I've actually taken a kin to, simply because David's Tea is closed. You can shop online, but it's not the same as being in the store and the bright colors and being able to pick and sample different teas. So I'll let you know an alternative I found that has been doing a trick for me today. And lastly, I'm going to start off with a news segment called Top 3. So top 3 basically will be new tracks or albums or anything that's a top 3. So the games we're looking forward to the week, top 3 new products, top 3 vitamins. It can be anything but the top 3. So I'm going to make sure I'm giving you guys some more insight, just kind of shedding some light on something cool that I've taken a liking to. So pros to this week. I think we should always start off on a good note. So I got 5 workouts in, party people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 workouts, which is awesome. Adjusting to working from home, not working from home, working out from home has been a little bit difficult, especially with a newborn, but I have a wicked setup in the basement. And I'll take a picture and post that on Instagram so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Essential, ESSENTIALTEE. And we started a new Instagram for Tea Talk. So it's TEE_talks, TALKS_show. So make sure you follow both pages to be all up in the know with everything Tiana Rose and Tea Talks. Another amazing part about this week was we have not one, but basketball, hockey, and football on at the same time. Now, I don't know about you, but sports provides me with a sense of, I guess, completeness, knowing that, okay, the world around us is literally like, it's like a bomb. Like, it's crazy going outside. Everything is just like not normal right now. And we've been living through that for a while. So shout out to us. Give yourself a pat on the back for living through it and getting through it. Rest in peace to all those who haven't been able to make it through the pandemic. But yeah, so it's been dope. Like, every single night you have something to watch, and you can kind of disappear into fantasy land and just focus on the sport in front of you. Um, Another amazing part about this week was my 11-month-old boy, Patrick, finally took his first steps. He's not like completely walking on his own just yet, but he's taking 1, 2, 3 steps. And it's just remarkable because literally, like, this time last year, I was like pregnant, like as big as a cow, with this kid like kicking me nonstop. So to see him flourish over the year, especially under such weird circumstances, and to see him take his first step, it's like, it really hits like, oh my God, like, I'm a mom. Oh my God, I have a kid. Oh my God, he's getting bigger. Like, it's insane. But I'm super, super, super fortunate. I'm blessed beyond means. And, the biggest part about this show is I just want to share positivity. I want to share love. I want to keep it real, keep it 100% with all of you guys, because that's my personality. And, you guys can be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. So on to the first segment of today. I want to introduce to you the Tetley Super Herbal Teas. Now, I'm going to put them all out here. I've literally purchased the entire product line because I Oh my God, I'm so sorry, everyone. I didn't realize that I was unmuted. But to give you a quick little breakdown, thank you guys so much for letting me know, my awesome producers. Let me just reintroduce myself once again. My name is Tiana Rose, and you are now tuned into T Talks. And welcome to the H.E.R Network on Zingo TV, channel 251. Please remember to download both the BarnBurner and Zingo TV apps in their respective app store on iOS and Android devices. While you download, please make sure to rate and leave a comment. Both apps are 100% free. Zingo TV is also available on Google Chromecast, Amazon Fire and Fire TV sticks, Roku and Roku sticks, also on all smart TVs 2016 and forward. So as I said earlier on, you guys couldn't hear me. I apologize for that. You were just staring at my face and my big forehead. But yeah, I just want to say, like, I'm having a really good week so far. I'm feeling recharged. I know a couple weeks ago I was just talking about feeling like I haven't really pushed myself or expected the most out of myself of what I can actually achieve. So I've actually started to lay the foundation for a couple new projects, which I will get into as the year progresses. I got in 5 workouts this week. I always want to promote movement and, being sedentary is so not positive. So no matter how you're feeling, I know sometimes it's just like you don't want to do anything, but getting some movement and getting some physicality going within your life, whether it be doing the stairs, doing some sit-ups, I got an elliptical off Facebook Marketplace for $150. I'm very blessed that I have the means to do that, but figuring out ways to keep yourself active, to keep this good. Keeping your mind healthy is the most important thing. And I'm trying to approach a healthy lifestyle from that point of view of literally whatever it takes to keep my headspace as clear and as positive as possible. So that being said, I wanted to introduce to you these lovely teas. So I was saying before, I'm a huge, huge advocate for shopping local and shopping Canadian. It's so important to support your local economy and taking care of your fellow neighbor. Canada is 80% small business, and right now a lot of businesses have been affected. So I'm not able to go to the mall and purchase David teas like how I used to. And for me, it was like a fun experience because I could go to sample new teas. The baristas knew me in there. They'd be like, "Oh, you can try this and that," and I'd be able to try new sachets every week. And that's kind of my downtime. So I did a lot of that early 2020, and I said, you know what? Let me get back to getting on my tea game. So unfortunately, David's Tea has left my local mall, which is really sad. You can still shop online, but it's not the same for me. So I actually follow a blogger by the name of Sasha Exeter on Instagram, and I came across these amazing teas. So they are Tetley teas, and they are part of the Super Herbal Tea line. So I have 4 different teas here, and the benefits of them is they all have like one vitamin that they're reinforced with. So for example, this immune tea, which is great for right now, especially because it's cold and flu season. I'll give you guys a little close up of that. So it's made with lemon and chinacea and with flavored with zinc. So the zinc content is about 20%. So 20% of your daily nutrients of zinc. Especially for women, zinc is very, very, very important. And we already know what the properties of lemon, what lemon can do for helping with immunity. So this is what I like to take sometimes in the midday or the afternoon. It's really yummy. They're very fresh. The flavors are very forward. And like you would never think that it was Tetley, like your regular mom and pop tea that we've been drinking forever. Then I tried this one. So this is a green tea. I like green tea, but not like, it's not my first choice. But this one's called Boost. So, and it has excellent source of B6, and it has like a berry, like some berry flavoring along with the green tea. So it makes it a little bit different, and it's a little bit more fruit forward, which I like. So you still get the sharpness of the green tea, but also like a little bit of like that fruity aspect. So it's like a really nice cup, and it's great for that mid-afternoon crash that a lot of people go through, especially being at home. Especially if you're working from home, I find you need things to help sustain you and push you through the day, regardless if you're working from home or you're taking care of the kids. You need something that's like you're doing for yourself that gives you that little boost. Next, we have the Sunshine, which is, I love this one. Sunshine is amazing because vitamin D, especially in the wintertime, we live in a colder climate here in Canada. And the winters are sometimes gray. Surprisingly, we're having a really good January. Fingers crossed. I love it. But vitamin D deficiency in the winter months is very, very, very high here. So it's super important to be taking your vitamin D. Make sure you consult with a doctor first, or a naturopath or a holistic health coach, anyone who you go to for your medical advice prior to taking any vitamin or supplement. But this one is made with lemon and orange and vitamin D. As I said before, you can get a close up, and they are on sale. I bought like all of these last week at Loblaws, and you get your Shoppers Optimum points, which is amazing. This is very, very local focused right now. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. But essentially, this one has vitamin D in it, and I've literally been taking like 5,000 IUs of vitamin D a day, and I've really, really seen the difference. I am someone that has suffered from anxiety and depression, and I am no longer doing the medication route. I'm trying to do everything as holistic as possible. So supplementing vitamins, physical activity, and journaling has kind of been my scapegoat for this year, and that's been me utilizing my toolbox to the best of my abilities. Now, last but not least, I'm going to introduce to you the first one that I tried. So this one is a boost. So it has vitamin B6 in it, if you can see that one. So this one is so yummy. It's peach, ginger, and dandelion. Sidebar, dandelion greens in smoothies in the summertime, because that's like when they're in season, the bomb. They're so good for you. You will literally see like yourself detoxing with dandelion. So definitely add it to your smoothies. This one has vitamin B6 as well. And vitamin B6 is amazing for helping and supporting your metabolism. This is my favorite tea, bar none. Definitely get out to your local store if you can try these. And even if it's not these same teas, just the fact of what they support, supporting your health. They're sugar-free, which is amazing. It's literally just flavored warm water. In the winter months, for me, it helps me feel a little warmer and a bit better. So definitely try some tea, get some tea into your life. And if you're feeling like a little low, especially within these winter months, then definitely get some tea in your life. So now we're going to be joined by my favorite sportscaster, Rashawn Rosemay out of Durham College. He's studying broadcasting and is a super sports fan. So welcome, Rashawn.Aw's it going?
Good. How are you? How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I see the sun shining in on your face. It looks like a good morning.
It's the window. Gotta get the best lighting. Gotta get the best lighting.
Right? You know the vibes. So let's get right into it. So the NFL playoffs are underway. We had 2 games last night.
Yep.
The Packers killed it, which I knew they would. I did grow up a Green Bay fan for a good part of my teenage years. Okay, do not roll your eyes at me. You're annoying. Yes, I used to love the Colts. Everyone loved the Colts. Everyone loved Peyton Manning and Eli Manning. Don't be mad at me because you're a Giants fan.
Why you got to jab at me like that? So what? We go through tough times. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right.
I don't know, man. You guys need some energy out in New York.
Almost made the playoffs this year.
Barely. What was your record? Let's not talk about your record.
We're talking about. Let's talk about the
okay. All right. That's fair. So the Packers killed it last night. My boy Aaron Rodgers led the team. Great game. So they will be facing whoever's the winner of the Saints versus Buccaneers, and that's the primetime game tonight, and that's going to be insane. So you got Brady versus Drew Brees.
Right
now. So give me your prediction on that one. Who do you think's going to win?
As much as I do not like the Buccaneers, I just feel like they've been thrown together. It's kind of like a LeBron situation in the NBA where it's like he just kind of gets anybody he wants and then they go out there and win. So it's kind of annoying because it takes away from the process of a team actually coming together over the years and grinding hard to actually earn a chip. As much as I do that, I feel like they're going to win. I feel like talent in the end is going to prevail. People have been doubting Brady all year, saying he can't win without Belichick. And, honestly, when you doubt Tom Brady, nothing good ever comes out of it. So
right? He's like a super scion when you doubt him. It's crazy. I need that energy.
So, unfortunately, I think that the Buccaneers are going to have to take this W over the Saints.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Totally feel you.
Although I want it to be a good game because it's Drew Brees might be his last year. He's 39. So I want to.
I feel like he's going to try and Brett Favre it. I think he has a couple years left.
Really?
Yeah, he could if he wants to. It depends how deep they go this year.
Well, yeah, if he wants to, but I also think that maybe he has to look about his team for the future. If he's not trying to win in New Orleans, if New Orleans can't really get it done for him, then he's already a Super Bowl champion in New Orleans. He's been to the playoffs numerous times, and he
He's
had a
had a
good
great
run.
career.
Yeah, he had a great career. Honestly, he really did. So I'm excited to see them go at it again, Drew Brees and Tom Brady. So I'm excited to see that.
All right, awesome. So on to better things. The Ravens are out. My boy Lamar Jackson, Florida's finest, choked. I choked last night. I watched the game and I was like, dude, what happened? Like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited for the Bills. The Bills have had a really great season, and it was nice to see that their fans were there because the Bills fans, like, I've only been to a one NFL game, which was a Bills preseason game, but Bills fans are like, they're such hardcore fans, and like they love their squad. Like they just got a new stadium. Like everything's kind of in line for them to oh, sorry, my bad, wrong team. But everything's kind of in line. They want a new stadium, but I don't think the city of New York is not the province. The state of New York wants to grant them their stadium. So maybe if they are able to kind of pull it out and win the conference and go to the Super Bowl, maybe they'll be able to kind of push them a little bit towards getting that new stadium. But no, they came out last night. They showed out. It was dope because you could see Benny the Butcher was in a private box and he was like living. It was so dope because I love, Benny the Butcher, Griselda. Shout out to everyone. But tonight we have, or not tonight, this afternoon, the Chiefs take on the Browns. And that's where I want to focus a bit. As well as I know, the media loves the Chiefs. And my son's named after Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
So there's my bias.
Right.
But
right.
The Browns have been able, they were 6-10 last year, and were able within 1 year after so many changes to the organization, have been able to turn it into a winning season, a winning record for this season.
Right.
And it's super dope because their new coach, Kevin Stefanski, what he basically did was like he started from a template of starting from scratch. Although
right.
Baker Mayfield already been there, but in the sense of like team building during the coronavirus.
Right.
So like he made all of his players like fill a dossier with emotional, like things that they like, emotional deep secrets about themselves, and share it with all of their teammates. So although they couldn't all be together, like during training camp, getting to know each other, whatnot, like literally like you got a package of like information about every player, and like just knowing who they genuinely are as a person.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you're getting your players together on an emotional level. And then you're now building that bond, although it's not physical yet. Like you're not able to dap them and say, yo, what up? You're understanding that person and what they move and what motivates them.
Right.
Right. And I don't think a lot of coaches kind of take that perspective. GM Andrew Berry's done a great job of supporting Kevin. Baker Mayfield's he's done phenomenal this year. And I think under the coaching staff, as well as their offensive coordinator, they've done a really good job of taking it to the next level this year. And everything seems to be aligning. What do you think?
Well, I think for Cleveland, they had a little bit of a rough patch in the beginning of the year. I think with Odell in the lineup before he went down, they were kind of inconsistent in the wins and losses. I think that there was rumors that Odell wasn't getting enough touches and with football, and Baker wasn't really looking for him. But ever since he went down, the team has been thriving in many ways. Cleveland has a dangerous team. I feel like once they reach their full potential, they're going to be scary. Like they got Myles Garrett on the defensive end, Jarvis Landry as a wideout, and their running game in Cleveland is very dangerous with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt used to play for the Chiefs, actually.
I released him. Shake my head, but yeah.
For a scandal that went on, situation went on with him. But he's been balling in Cleveland, man, and their run game is ridiculous because no matter which one is in the game, you can almost guarantee they're going to get some yardage. So I think Cleveland definitely has they have a puncher's chance, let's say, versus the Chiefs. The Chiefs, obviously, we know they have so much firepower. We know that no lead safe. We know that their offense and defense is just something out of the ordinary. But I will say, if there is a year that someone can get beaten and it's totally unexpected, it's this year. It's going to be the Browns taking down the Chiefs today. I'm calling it from now. Browns taking down the Chiefs.
All right, brother. I'll take it. That's fair.
And
Um,
I
on
I apologize. I do know a big Chiefs fan, Mike Tadman. I'm sorry,
yeah,
sir, but I'm gonna have
yeah.
to say I don't know, man. Something I feel it in my spirit. I don't
I
feel it enough to bet.
know. It's that
I
underdog energy. At the end of the day, it's
it's
like
the
you always
underdog
want.
energy today, but I want to see a great game. That's what I want to see.
Nonetheless, I'm gonna be here and partially at work for the game. So I hope to see a great game myself. On
Yeah.
to basketball, our favorite sport. We like the way it dribbles up and down the court. James Harden. What was this week? James Harden. Pardon me. Pardon me.
I'm still baffled on what's going on. I'm still like, I saw him in the Brooklyn Nets uniform yesterday. I was like, is this real? Like, I didn't know what to do. I was like,
Dude, I was like literally of all teams, I was like, they don't even need him. Why does he want to Brooklyn? I was like, what? Brooklyn? What?
well,
I didn't even forecast that. It's nice though. I like seeing, any remnants of that OKC team with Westbrook, Durant, Serge,
Jeff
and Harden.
Green,
And hmm?
Jeff Green as well. Jeff Green plays for the Nets. He used to play for the Thunder back in the day. Like Jeff Green, Kevin Durant, and James Harden. They're all real close back in the day. Now they play together in Brooklyn.
Yeah, so it's like it's beautiful. It's kind of nostalgic. Just quickly, just want to ask you: do you see there being any conflict between James Harden and Kyrie Irving?
I don't. I don't really think so. And here's why. I think that people misconstrue these players and confuse greatness together because obviously we hear so much about them in the media in terms of what they say, especially Kyrie Irving. He says some outrageous stuff, but I think James Harden is in that mind state now. He's done everything he had to do in his individual career, like won
Yeah,
scoring titles. He's been to All-Star games. He's been an MVP of the league. Like he was so close to going to the NBA Finals in 2018 versus the Warriors in Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. So I think his mindset now is I just want to win because
he's a
at the end of
kid.
the day, we we look at players with championships, right? We
Yeah,
look at them to see how great they are, how they level up. So watching the game last night, watching how James Harden reads defense, how he's such a great playmaker. He had a
yeah,
triple double in his first game. Like,
that's
not
unheard of.
even running at much. Really, yeah, like he's not really running so much. And then Durant is just spotting up, getting his touches in the mid range, where he thrives in. I think Durant had 42. I think when Kyrie comes back, I think he's going to be playing more so off the ball because
Yeah,
James Harden's such a great playmaker. Going to allow each of those guys to play one-on-one. You cannot double any of those guys on the court. None of them. So I feel that the offense for them is going to be crazy. However, defensively, I want to see what they do. I want to see how Steve Nash and Mike D'Antoni, who weren't really defense coaches / players, I want to see how they incorporate them on the defense side of the ball and how they get stops. Because at the end of the day, you can only score so much.
100%. And I appreciate all of that. We are getting a little closer to the end of the show. Did you have any games that you're looking forward to this week? Just give me your one game that you're looking
This
forward to
week,
this week.
well, MLK. Oh, it's not this week, is it? I
Is it
believe the
next week?
MLK day. I believe it's next week. I believe it was the Dallas Mavericks going up against
The
the,
Raptors. They were playing the
or I
Raptors. They're
believe it
playing the
was,
Raptors on Monday at 7:30.
I believe it was seventh. Games looking up this week. I didn't really check the schedule, but I saw
We have the
for
Jazz
the
and the
MLK.
Nuggets. We have the Jazz and the Nuggets tonight at 8 o'clock. But Rashawn, we are gonna have to wrap up. We always have such great conversations. I may have to bring you back in next week. Next week we will be speaking to Mike Tadman about the Conor McGregor fight and a quick little recap of what's going on. I'll have another product in store for you guys to share. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure to tune into the BarnBurner Network, the H.E.R Network, and Zingo TV channels 250 and 251. You guys can follow me on Instagram at EssentialTea, EssentialTee. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Love, light, and have a great week.